Students, in last lecture, we studied second type and third type of point defects, which is impurity defect and non-stoichiometric point defects. Today, we have to study electrical properties of solids and magnetic properties of solids. First, we discuss electrical properties of solids. According to characteristic properties of solids, solids show very wide range of electrical conductivity. Accordingly, solids are classified into three categories: conductors, insulators, and semiconductors. Let us study definition of these. First one, about conductors. Metals and electrolytes. Electrolytes means ionic solids. They are good conductors of heat and electricity. Metals conduct electricity by movement of electrons, while electrolytes conduct electricity by movement of ions. Solids having electrical conductivities in the range of 10⁴ to 10⁷ per ohm per meter, they are called as conductors. In this chapter, we will study some aspects of electronic conduction of electricity. Now, second, the definition of insulators. A substance which cannot conduct heat and electricity under any conditions is called insulators. Solids having low electrical conductivities in the range of 10⁻20 to 10⁻10 per ohm per meter. Most non-metals and molecular solids belong to this category. Now, third one is definition for semiconductors. A substance which has poor electrical conductance at low temperature but higher conductance at higher temperature is called semiconductor. Solids having electrical conductivities in the range 10⁻⁶ to 10⁴ per ohm per meter are semiconductors. This range is intermediate between conductors and insulators. Metalloids like silicon, germanium belong to this category. Now, we will study about band theory. Electrical conductivities of solid metals, non-metals and metalloids are explained in terms of band theory, which involves the presence of free electrons. Atoms contain atomic orbitals. Similarly, molecules contain molecular orbitals. Molecular orbitals are formed by combination of atomic orbitals. We already studied this topic in 11th standard. Band is made up of closely spaced electronic energy levels. Band formation can be correlated to formation of molecular orbitals by interaction of atomic orbitals. According to molecular orbital theory, interaction of atomic orbitals of combining atoms gives equal number of molecular orbitals which spread over the entire molecule. In the same manner, interaction of energy levels of electrons in the closely spaced constituent atoms in solids result in the formation of bands. Band theory considers formation of two types of bands: conduction band and valence band. Another important concept of band theory is the band gap. In 11th standard, we studied about the structure of atom. We know that in atomic structure, at the center there is nucleus and electrons are revolving around the nucleus, and they are revolving in clockwise or anti-clockwise direction in circular path. This is called as orbits or shells. Electrons which are present in inner shells are strongly attached to nucleus, while electrons which are present in valence shell are loosely attached to nucleus. Electrons present in valence shell forms valence band, or we can say that electrons of valence shell present in band, that band is called as valence band. Valence band is partially filled or completely filled. It is never empty. The electrons in valence band which are loosely attached to nucleus, then at room temperature these electrons are shifted to higher energy levels. These shifted electrons are responsible for conduction of electricity. Such electrons are called conduction electrons. These electrons are present in higher energy level bands called as conduction band. Conduction band is empty or partially filled. It is never completely filled. The energy difference between valence band and conduction band is called band gap, as shown in figure. Band gap is also known as forbidden energy gap. Size of band gap decides whether electrons from valence band can be promoted to vacant conductance band or not. If this gap is less, then electrons are easily promoted from higher energy levels in valence band to conduction band to conduct electricity by absorption of energy. If this gap is very large, then electrons cannot promoted from valence band to conduction band and they does not conduct electricity. Valence band has lower energy than conduction band. The electrons in valence band are not free to move because they are tightly bound to the respective nuclei, while electrons in conduction band are mobile and they delocalize over the entire solid. They conduct electricity when electrical potential is applied. Now let us study the electrical properties. The electrical properties of metallic conductors, insulators and semiconductors are explained in terms of band theory. First, we study in case of conductors, that means electrical properties in case of conductors. The electrical property of metals or conductors can be explained on the basis of band theory. That is, energy difference between two bands, that is valence band and conduction band. In case of metals, conduction band overlaps the valence band as shown in figure. And therefore, when electrical energy is supplied, then electrons can be easily promoted from valence band to conduction band. Metals are good conductors of electricity. The reason behind this is the outermost electrons of all the atoms in the metallic crystal occupy conduction band. The number of electrons in conduction band of metals is large, hence metals are good conductors of electricity. Band formation in metallic conductors thus results in delocalization of the outermost electrons of all the metal atoms, leaving behind metal ions. This means cations of metal are immersed in the sea of electrons. For example, metals like sodium, magnesium are good conductors. In case of sodium, there is no band gap between valence band and conduction band as shown in figure. Electronic configuration of sodium is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6 and 3s1. That means there is only one electron in 3s orbital. Interaction of partially filled 3s atomic orbitals of all the sodium atoms gives rise to same number of molecular orbitals. All these closely spaced molecular orbitals together form a continuous band of energies which is called 3s band. Lower half of 3s band corresponds to bonding molecular orbitals and is filled, while upper half of 3s band corresponds to antibonding molecular orbitals and they are empty. There is no gap between these two holes. The 3s band in sodium is the conduction band which contains same number of electrons as sodium atoms. This is responsible for the high conductivity of metallic sodium. Secondly, we will study electrical properties in case of insulators. In insulators, the valence band is completely filled with electrons and conduction band is empty. There is large energy gap between valence band and conduction band, and this gap is called as forbidden zone or forbidden gap as shown in figure. Here, thermal energy is insufficient to promote electrons from valence band to conduction band. Thereby, conduction band remains vacant or empty, and therefore the material acts as an insulator. For example, wood, rubber, plastic, etc. are insulators. We will study the topic of semiconductors in next lecture. Thank you.